Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
One who is playfully mischievous. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Play around with or alter or falsify, usually secretively or dishonestly. Any of various long-tailed primates, excluding the prosimians. One who is playfully mischievous. Folklore, fairies that are somewhat mischievous. One who is playfully mischievous. A deceitful and unreliable scoundrel. One who is playfully mischievous. A deceitful and unreliable scoundrel. One who is playfully mischievous. A deceitful and unreliable scoundrel. A white Southerner who supported Reconstruction policies after the American Civil War, usually for self-interest. One who is playfully mischievous. A deceitful and unreliable scoundrel. A white Southerner who supported Reconstruction policies after the American Civil War, usually for self-interest. One who is playfully mischievous. Perform hastily and carelessly. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Work lightly. The old lady is pottering around in the garden. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Move around aimlessly. A craftsman who shapes pottery on a potter's wheel and bakes them at a kiln. Work lightly. The iron normally used on the pudding green. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. Move around aimlessly. A golfer who is putting. Small mackerel found nearly worldwide. Do random, unplanned work or activities or spend time idly. A person who enjoys fixing and experimenting with machines and their parts. Try to fix or mend. Can you tinker with the TV set? It's not working right. Formerly a person, traditionally a gypsy, who traveled from place to place mending pots and kettles and other metal utensils as a way to earn a living. Work as a tinker or tinkerer. Manipulate manually or in one's mind or imagination. Don't fiddle with the screws. Bowed stringed instrument that is the highest member of the violin family. This instrument has 4 strings and a hollow body and an unfretted fingerboard and is played with a bow. Play around with or alter or falsify, usually secretively or dishonestly. The reporter fiddle with the facts. Try to fix or mend. She always fiddles with her van on the weekend. Avoid one's assigned duties. Commit fraud and steal from one's employer. Play on a violin. Zuckerman fiddled that song very nicely. Play the violin or fiddle. A tool for tamping, e.g., for tamping tobacco into a pipe bowl or a charge into a drill hole, etc. Play around with or alter or falsify, usually secretively or dishonestly. Someone tampered with the documents on my desk. Intrude in other people's affairs or business. Interfere unwantedly. Young bird not yet fledged. A young person of either sex. A young person of either sex. A grasping structure on the limb of a crustacean or other arthropods. Be silly or tease one another. After we relaxed, we just kidded around. Tell false information for fun. A human offspring, son or daughter, of any age. They were able to send their kids to college. Soft smooth leather from the hide of a young goat. Kid gloves. English dramatist, 1558 to 1594. A young person of either sex. They're just kids. Young goat. Not of legal age. Minor children. Relatively moderate, limited, or small. A young person of either sex. Warranting only temporal punishment. Have as one's secondary field of study. In college she minored in mathematics. Inferior in number or size or amount. A minor share of the profits. Of a scale or mode, having half steps between the second and third degrees, and, usually, the fifth and sixth degrees, and the seventh and eighth degrees. The minor keys. Of lesser importance or stature or rank. A minor poet. Of the younger of two boys with the same family name. Jones minor. Lesser in scope or effect. Had minor differences. Of lesser seriousness or danger. Suffered only minor injuries. Of your secondary field of academic concentration or specialization. A young person of either sex. Someone who is small and insignificant. A young person of either sex. Tiddler is a British term for youngster. A crude, uncouth, ill-bred person lacking culture or refinement. A young person of either sex. A crude, uncouth, ill-bred person lacking culture or refinement. A young person of either sex. A native of Yorkshire. A young person of either sex. Tiddler is a British term for youngster. A young person of either sex. English dramatist noted for his comic verse dramas, born 1907. English painter and art critic, 1866 to 1934. Kill by electrocution, as in the electric chair. Be excessively hot. Cook on a hot surface using fat. Fry the pancakes. A human offspring, son or daughter, of any age. They had 3 children. A young person of either sex. She writes books for children. An immature, childish person. He remained a child in practical matters as long as he lived. A member of a clan or tribe. The children of Israel. A razor powered by an electric motor. A young person of either sex. An adult male who shaves. Make uniform. Work the clay until it is soft. Perform as expected when applied. This old radio doesn't work anymore. Be employed. Is your husband working again? Applying the mind to learning and understanding a subject, especially by reading. Mastering a second language requires a lot of work. Have and exert influence or effect. The artist's work influenced the young painter. Make something, usually for a specific function. Cause to happen or to occur as a consequence. I cannot work a miracle. The occupation for which you are paid. A lot of people are out of work. Cause to work. He is working his servants hard. Find the solution to a problem or question, or understand the meaning of. This unpleasant situation isn't going to work itself out. A product produced or accomplished through the effort or activity or agency of a person or thing. It is not regarded as one of his more memorable works. Have an effect or outcome, often the one desired or expected. The voting process doesn't work as well as people thought. Use or manipulate to one's advantage. She knows how to work the system. Proceed along a path. Work one's way through the crowd. Prepare for crops. Shape, form, or improve a material. Work stone into tools. A place where work is done. He arrived at work early today. Cause to undergo fermentation. The vintner worked the wine in big oak vats. The total output of a writer or artist, or a substantial part of it. Picasso's work can be divided into periods. Give a workout to. My personal trainer works me hard. Go sour or spoil. The wine worked. Activity directed toward making or doing something. She checked several points needing further work. Arrive at a certain condition through repeated motion. The stitches of the hem worked loose after she wore the skirt many times. Behave in a certain way when handled. This dough does not work easily. Cause to operate or function. This pilot works the controls. Exert oneself by doing mental or physical work for a purpose or out of necessity. I will work hard to improve my grades. Gratify and charm, usually in order to influence. The political candidate worked the crowds. Move in an agitated manner. His fingers worked with tension. Move into or onto. Work the raisins into the dough. Operate in a certain place, area, or specialty. She works the nightclubs. Operate in or through. Physics. A manifestation of energy. The transfer of energy from one physical system to another expressed as the product of a force and the distance through which it moves a body in the direction of that force. Work equals force times distance. Proceed towards a goal or along a path or through an activity. Work your way through every problem or task. Provoke or excite. The rock musician worked the crowd of young girls into a frenzy. Tamper, with the purpose of deception. Influence or control shrewdly or deviously. He manipulated public opinion in his favor. Maintain influence over others or oneself, skillfully, usually to one's advantage. She manipulates her boss. Manipulate in a fraudulent manner. Hold something in one's hands and move it. treat manually, as with massage, for therapeutic purpose. A senior clergyman and dignitary. Any placental mammal of the order Primates has good eyesight and flexible hands and feet.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.